Hello. Apologies for the late start, but we're here on time. 2, 1.
And off we go then.
All right, we got kickoff.
Kick to touch the PSG. But Rob, if you're Botafogo, how do you begin to try to contain this PSG team with the talents they have?
It's a very late stream.
Incredible challenge.
No, I'm gonna have to be calm this time around just because of it's really late here. It's 2 a.m. So I'll try not to scream too much, for goal reactions and whatnot. But it's a good game. It's a good opportunity. Hold on, let me make sure something. There's not an issue with my audio here.
On the ball now, down that right.
Music.
𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝑎 on the left. They're the ones who the space. So the challenge.
Okay, there we go. Sounds better.
That's the key moments. 𝙊𝙾𝘼𝑎 on the ball now. 4-3-3 stays the same despite the personnel change. He's going to make them tick. It's how Botafogo get out wide, and get out wide in numbers.
Here is 𝙊𝙾𝘾𝘼𝑎 then for Paris Saint-Germain. No Marquinhos alongside. Instead, it's Lucas.
Who's this guy? 𝙊𝙾𝘾𝘼𝑎 clears. Hi, hello, Stefan. How we doing, man? How we doing? Hello to everybody that's on TikTok. Go on, 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝑝𝑆. Good start. Vamos.
Didn't take long for them at all.
Keep this up.
Get 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝑝𝑼𝑎 on the ball. Get him running up.
I'm doing good. How about you? I'm doing okay. It's really late here in London, but we're doing good. We are doing fine and dandy.
On the right-hand side of midfield, they're gonna have to do
I'm also testing out new gear. If you guys, you guys probably won't be able to tell, but I'm using a new camera now, as well as a new lens.
𝙀𝙬𝘾𝘼𝑎, the coach of Botafogo, had a really close relationship too, and even to this day, 𝙀𝙬𝘾𝑖𝑣𝑎 and him.
Are you a Spurs fan too? I remember seeing a TikTok about that. Yeah, so PSG is my main team, and Spurs is my English team because I live here in the UK.
𝙎𝙊𝘾𝑖𝑣𝑎 meanwhile for PSG. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝑖𝑣𝑎.
Why is it choppy?
𝙊𝙾𝘾𝘼𝑎, elegant defender, really good in that defensive line.
Bro, why is my feet so choppy?
𝙬𝙬𝘾𝑝𝑆 has had the one chance so far early. 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝑖𝑣𝑎 into the feet of 𝙊𝙾𝑖𝑣𝑎. He really ran the show here in the game on Sunday.
It's a wonderful performance from him, and one that can't be spoiled to see and expect from him now. He's got such great feet in that midfield. That's part of the problem that Botafogo have, is just to get tight enough to him to put some pressure on him.
𝙎𝙬𝘾𝑖𝑣𝑎. This is Seni Mayulu. Well torn to 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝑝𝑆, but well covered there at the back for Botafogo. Made away there by 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝑝𝑆.
The two, Marlon Freitas in midfield are going to have to do that all night long. Get out, get back.
All right, come on. Try to get in the goal here early. Kill this game off. Put yourself in a good position. Ball in.
Forced away there by Botafogo. Did win their first game in Seattle on Sunday against the Sounders, 2-1. Not by any means.
W stream, bro. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming on from Twitch. Yeah, I'm not expecting a lot of people to be on stream here today. It's a pretty late. I only just realized I haven't even put the stream live out public on YouTube. Hold on, let me do that. I was gonna go and say I would have at least expected, a couple people on YouTube to be here by now. But all right, let me go and make those public now so that people know I'm actually live. All right, there we go.
Reigning champions of the Brasileiro, Luis Enrique, who is chasing with PSG 5 trophies now, all since the turn of the year.
Say that again.
In France, the Ligue 1 title.
Is 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝑖𝑣𝑎 winning the Ballon d'Or? I think he should be, yeah. Based on the criteria and based on the season he's had, I think for me he should be favorite. Arid, hello, hi. Apologies for all those on YouTube joining late. I actually did start the stream before kickoff, It's just that I forgot to make it public on YouTube.
Champions League win.
But it's public now. It's public now.
League on by such a long way. Tonight you saw this. Really interesting to see how 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾 and 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾 doing there. It's not going to be such a polished performance as we're used to seeing from João Neves.
If they win the Club World Cup, I don't think, even if they don't win it, I think he still is in pole position to win it.
Towards 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾 for PSG.
My country's 306.
And he goes again. Again the shot. And goodness me, he looks sharp early on.
What happened to my audio there? Dang.
The space, and the problem
If it's 306, or you must be in what, like in Central Europe then.
Here again, just so quick around.
What's the key to winning the game today? We're the same over we're doing against Madrid. Be careful on the counter-attack, finish chances, and usually
Unique problems, PSG.
Jesus. Come to 𝙀𝙁 for Botafogo. It's 𝙀𝙁. 𝙀𝙁 shot.
Bro, I don't know my computer. Okay, I think it's really easy for you too. I'm still on Twitch. What time is it really? It's currently 2 in the morning. Yeah, I'm stopping with my things. I don't know where this leg is all coming from. My computer's like for the moment.
We saw the first hit for Botafogo.
And look at 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾, who got 9 goals from his right wing back, or isn't really in that position.
Hopefully the leg's better now.
𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾. Driving, buccaneering, busting run here by the midfielder.
Well done, Morin.
Oh,
𝙬𝙑𝘾𝘼𝘋𝙬𝘼.
𝙬𝙬𝘼𝘋𝙬𝘼 tries to
𝙬𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙬𝘾𝙬𝘼. It's lagging. It should be better. Hold on, let me check.
White shirts all within the width of the goal.
It should be better now.
He's got so much.
Let me wave my hand to see.
On the left, he's going to just hold out there. 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝑋𝙬𝑒's got the license to drift a bit more. 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝑼𝑎𝑐 just wants to stay out there.
He has 105 goals across all competitions, an amazing strike force, which has come to life in the season's second half, really, in France. There's Alan.
It's still lagging.
Ramos.
Alright, pause you.
That's all the target here for Botafogo. And the chase back here for 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝑋𝙬𝑒 towards his own goal.
Wondering about Alan.
Well, let me come here.
The ability to get around the legs that he's got or not got.
I'm not seeing any lag anymore. Still lagging.
On the ball, and I feel that Botafogo are going to have to do that today under pressure. So much pressure at times.
I'm watching a live transmission of my feed, and everything seems okay now. Yeah, everything seems okay on my end when I'm watching it on my YouTube here.
Vitinha. On to 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝘼𝑎𝑐.
Now you are muted. Am I muted? What?
A real problem.
Okay. Guys, am I muted for anybody else?
This is it. Vitinha.
How are you watching the game? Yeah, on the zone. It's from all you have to do literally is just create an account. So long you're in a country that offers it, you can watch it.
Sometimes football is simple.
Have you seen Messi's goal? Yeah, I saw his ridiculous free kick goal. Yeah, we hear you, bro. Yeah, I don't know what guys, Yusuf. I don't know why you're trying to go and gaslight me into going and thinking that things aren't working.
It'll be Vitinha's free kick for PSG.
See that line of shadow.
Come on.
Down pitch side earlier.
Vamos Vitinha. Come on Vitinha. Good ball in. Thunderous header. Let's go.
Gets this on target. Just takes the slices and Nick. You can see perfect form there for this ball in.
Kept in by Vitinha towards 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝘼𝑎𝑐 far post, and it's going to go behind for a corner. Just glanced away there by 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝑋𝙬𝑒. When the Libertadores final was sent off inside 2 minutes. Midfielder. Here's 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝑼𝑎𝑐. And 𝙬𝙬𝑼 back to Hakimi.
What time is it where you live, Junior? It is currently 2 in the morning. 2:12.
𝙬𝙬𝑼. PSG pro.
Into Miami PSG. If they finish, well, if PSG finish first and Inter Miami finish second.
Mayulu looking for Hakimi here.
So long ball.
𝙎𝙬𝘾𝑼𝑎𝑐. Pressure stays on Botafogo in this first half. 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝑝𝑖𝑟.
Love the vids. Keep it up. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Hakimi.
Junior, do you actually do you actually think 𝙀𝙖𝘼𝘋𝙏𝘼𝙎 is close to 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝑍𝑍, or you just pissing up fans? I think chance here. I think 𝙎𝙾𝘼 is still like currently is better than him. But what I'm saying is I don't think in terms of envy, I don't think in terms of like talent, I don't think there's much that 𝙀𝙖 has to envy from Lamine Yamal. I'll put it that way. Oh, Des. Oh, Des. You see stuff like that. That's why I'm saying there's nothing to envy from him. Wesh, Des.
No, it's so difficult for them because the runners are going on beyond.
Oh. Nah, Lucas Hernandez, man. Attention là.
Hernandez standing firm. Mistake lets him Gonzalo Ramos.
Foul. Where's Nuno Mendes? He's not starting. He's not starting this time around.
They've got to be better on the ball. They can't give it away like that. They've got to, like I say, Dan, when they do get a kick, make it numerous kick. Give yourself a chance. Keep the ball because it's still hot. You're going to have to still concentrate.
Wait, do you live in the UK still? I thought you went back to Canada. No, I'm still in the UK.
Now for 𝙀𝙖𝘼𝑖 again.
Still in the UK.
𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝑍𝑍.
Foul, ref. Thank you for playing advantage.
In space once more is 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝑗𝑐.
Go on, 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝑗𝑐. Kvara.
Gone down as well.
Nah.
On-field call is no case to answer.
Ooh.
I don't think it's in the penalty area, so I don't think VAR can intervene, but it's wonderful skill from 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝑗𝑐. It's just outside, so they can't intervene at all. You feel it's a foul or not.
Oh, he gets hit. Yeah, it's outside the box anyways. He's outside.
He's just a joy. We're loving it here, watching him play. He is just tremendous.
Captain 𝙀𝙖𝘼 doing his bits.
He's a nightmare to defend against. Almost in the dressing room before the game, just trying to will your teammate.
Envy for him makes sense.
There's nothing.
So he has locked down the starting spot now. What will happen to Barca next season? Barca's currently injured, but there's still plenty of time. Like, I think PSG's attack is just going to be really fluid. Hi, Des. Where's Des?
How long he lasts in this game. He's got the experience. He's not got the legs anymore.
Yeah, 34 now, Alan. His best years with Napoli, really, in Serie A. As to.
Do you permanently live in the UK? Well, I've been in the UK for the last, what, 6-7 years now at this point. So I'd say that's pretty permanent.
In Naples, he was.
I hope PSG loses the game just how Inter lost 5-0. But Inter, y'all, like we've gone past that Champions League final. Y'all need to, worry about your own games this year, this time round.
Step on the foot. That really does hurt. Light boots with sharp studs. It doesn't look like much, but I can assure you they hurt.
What's your opinion on the Club World Cup? It's been, I think it's in some sense it's, I don't know. I go and say it's about what I expected, honestly, overall. Like, obviously these are bigger games than just some glorified friendlies and whatnot, but like also you go and look at the crowd sizes and whatnot, and so it's the teams are taking it seriously. It's obviously not to the level of a Champions League, but it's also a major title that you can go and say that you're champions of the world, and it's a competition that as a PSG fan I'm saying we're in it. I want to win it.
Coutinho again here to 𝙬𝙁 for Botafogo. It's a rare spell, their first spell really of sustained ball inside the PSG half.
PSG are nothing without 𝙀𝙖 Enrique's tactics.
Now, so they're back to their full quota, but opportunities there for Botafogo to.
I mean, okay, yeah, he's our coach.
Put the ball in when
like,
you're in the ascendancy.
I mean, unless they're trying to like rage bait or something, like Barca's nothing without Hansi Flick's tactics.
Well, last autumn saw Botafogo collect their
I don't get it, man.
They were in the Brazilian second tier.
Yusuf, how are you doing, Junior? Love listening to your videos, man. I appreciate, man. Thank you for the nice comment. I enjoy making it for you guys. Do you think PSG would have lost if they played Barca in the final without bias? Well, I think given that they played the exact same team as Barca did in the semifinals, in fact, the same team was a more rested Inter side and smacked Inter, and Inter pumped 7 past Barca. yeah, I'd say I'm pretty confident that had it been Barca instead, we would have won. Now, maybe would we have won like 5-0 or something? I don't know, but
that game against 𝙀𝙾𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏 Madrid here, they did
good.
Give the Spanish team chances.
It's still PSG. It's still in their DNA. Speak to 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝘋 in the studio, and you say they still have those moments. They still had them in the Champions League.
Bro, when you're talking about these moments, I mean, it's just you can't dominate a game from A to Z the entire way through.
Again, they were rocking at Villa Park. There's still moments for them. Botafogo can find a moment in this game where they are putting PSG under pressure. It's whether they're still in the game for those moments.
Hope that's answered your question.
Well, Group D's in sharp focus on Friday, and two clubs who won their first games. England's Chelsea take on Brazilians Flamengo live on DAZN from Lincoln.
I enjoy your content a lot, but don't you think that the matchup is way different between PSG and Inter and PSG and Barca? So wouldn't that make the game unpredictable? Well, I mean, yeah, but then you could also go and say, like, ultimately the game didn't happen, so we don't know what happened. But if you want to go, we had a pretty good barometer in that both teams played Inter. PSG played a more rested Inter side with 3 weeks. For the last 3 weeks in City, they didn't go and they didn't play their strongest sides. Lautaro Martinez didn't play again and didn't feature again for Inter ever since that second leg against Barca. Pavard was out. He didn't only play the first leg, wasn't in the subsequent legs, and they were both there in the final. So he played a more rested Inter, and Inter, pumped 7 past Barca, whereas in that time they got what 3 shots on target against PSG, and PSG scored 5, and it could have been more. So obviously, just because one team beat that team, it doesn't necessarily mean that they'll go and beat the other team. But given this is a Champions League, they were not too far apart. A difference of 3 weeks, so on and so forth. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that PSG would, if Inter was able to score 7 past Barca, I think PSG could go and score as well. And also, PSG can defend properly as well.
And win a throw-in. You then take the throw-in and have to go backwards. You go back to that moment of the free kick, saying, look, it's in our DNA to cross the ball, to get the ball.
Vamos, 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝘋.
Mayulu, wonderful skill now for 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝘋. Gonzalo Ramos.
𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝘋
takes a spill. Now given here.
Oh, foul outside. Okay. It looked close. It looked close.
This was tight.
This was really tight.
Decision for the referee.
We'll see. We'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look. Let's see.
See the tackle from behind.
Yeah, no, it's outside. It's outside the area. Good call, ref. Well done, well done. Would have obviously wanted it in the box, but hey, still a dangerous free kick. Hakimi or Kvara, whoever takes it, I think he might as well go for goal here.
By 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝘋, who has scored 7 goals in 26 so far since coming in from Napoli.
I get the feeling he fancies it tonight. I get the feeling he's really on it.
But who cares that they slapped Inter 5-0 with 0 response? They would have beat Barca this year, especially with no Balde, no Koundé. We would have 0 answers for Mendes and Hakimi. Okay?
Joined by a couple of others. Hakimi and 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝘋 on the free kick.
Well, we'll see for next season.
Well, he saw maybe a gap at the near post. It's a corner.
Just as he ran up, the wall broke. And I think he saw that and realised he didn't strike it as well as he could have done, because he thought he changed his mind.
I mean, okay, or you can't bring those teams back from the past.
Doué's corner for PSG. Now maybe a counter building here. Away comes Arthur. Moved on to Igor Jesus.
Vitinha. Vitor Machado Ferreira. What a player, man. Quel joueur.
Another opportunity for Botafogo, though. Ball up, Coutinho. The right back had made an overlapping run and was through. And you're just thinking at the minute.
Junior, you based in London? Yes, I do currently live in London.
The moment you need to get it perfectly right. You'll get them against PSG. You've just got to be perfect.
This is Warren Zaire Emery. to start the first game. Vitinha. Hakimi.
I swear he was in Canada, or am I making it up? I mean, I was in Canada last year this time round. And like I was there over Christmas, so maybe then, but been in the UK since January.
Pacho for Vitinha. Achraf Hakimi, who scored the first goal in the Champions League final. Doué's cross. The goal was made by him for Hakimi in Munich. It's lost by Savarino for Botafogo. It's come to Vitinha.
Come on, let's get a goal. Let's get a goal here.
Vitinha, the flick towards 𝙀𝙊𝘿𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾.
Now Marlon Freitas away for the Brazilian champions.
Foul.
Well, it might look a little bit dramatic from 𝙀𝙁, but it's really good for him. Really good hold-up play to get the touch, to get the good, clean contact, to get it away from Beraldo, and then just win the foul, buy the foul.
Why are your legs first, man?
You recognize that?
For one, because when I moved to the UK, I was living with my aunt and uncle, or in my second year in the UK, and they lived in Walthamstow, which is in North London, so it's close to Spurs. It's the closest club, and also because Harry Kane is from that area. He was born and raised in that area, and so I liked Harry Kane at the time, and I needed a London club to support. And on top of that, I had Arsenal friends and Chelsea friends that I knew, and I didn't like, they were just a bit annoying. So I decided also, out of spite, to also support them. And also, the history of Spurs, so on and so forth, is also interesting. And yeah.
𝙀𝙊𝘿, who scored off the bench in the game on Sunday here. Should say as well, Rob, this is a later game. Conditions here are far more like football conditions.
Yeah, a lot more agreeable for the players. The pitch is hard and fast.
Even though I'm a Madrid fan, I respect Lamine a lot, but he doesn't deserve the Ballon d'Or. But why not Rafinha? Rafinha would be a good shout. I think he deserves it less than Dembele. But again, that's why I don't have a campaign. I don't have an agenda against Rafinha people pushing it for him. I say he deserves it less than Dembele. But if Rafinha were to win it, I might disagree, but I wouldn't be calling it like a scandal.
This is rather Alan here for Botafogo. Vitinha, big switch out towards Achraf Hakimi. Did the big switch. Hakimi, and a rare mistake there in possession by Paris Saint-Germain.
Unlucky Vitinha.
24 minutes and 20 seconds, remember it, folks? That's the time that Vitinha gave the ball away.
So throw for...
Can you please bring that Japanese kid on the camera? Or the one right behind me.
This is Alexander Barbosa. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙼𝘋𝙼. Artur.
This one.
Foul on him by Lucas Hernandez.
He's getting frustrated here, Luis Enrique, with the amount of fouls that are being given away, and I just feel that PSG themselves, whilst they're being aggressive off the ball, you see there that there's no real need for it, but they're pressing so well everywhere else. They've just got to pick that pass a bit better when to press. There, Hernandez is going in with no real emphasis on winning the ball. He's just wanting to get contact and get tight. If they can get tighter at a better time, like now, they've got a real opportunity of breaking.
Away by Barbosa.
Jesus
here for Botafogo.
Come on, let's get a goal. Faut marquer des buts.
Club whose roots go back to a merger between the football team in the rowing club in the Botafogo region.
Are you only streaming the PSG games or streaming all the big games? I will be streaming the other big games. It's just that I got new camera gear and equipment, and I hadn't set everything up, but I've got everything mostly set up now and working, and so you can expect me to also be streaming other games. But I'd recommend, just as a general point of view, like if you subscribe to the channel, make sure to turn on the notification bell so that you know when I go and I schedule a stream and whatnot, or if I schedule on at the last moment.
Barbosa dropped in towards 𝙀𝙀𝘖𝘋. 𝙀𝙀𝘖𝘋, he's a clever player. 𝙀𝙀𝘖𝘋's cross was a good one as well.
It's a good cross.
Now 2 to aim for.
Well done, 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝘋.
At least for Botafogo.
That is 𝙀𝙀𝘋's game all over. Coutinho running on beyond, creating in that space, and it's really well negotiated by 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝘋. 2 players on him. Yes, he's not won the ball, but he's just done enough to create the pressure to see it out.
Saw there the huge numbers of fans of Botafogo. Two of the big Rio rivals in the competition, Fluminense and Flamengo, both are yet to lose in the competition. All the South American teams so far unbeaten before this one today. 4 wins, 3 draws for the CONMEBOL teams in this FIFA Club World Cup.
Vas-y, Dez. Go on, Dez.
Hakimi for 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙖.
We need to get shots on that. I think we've only had the Kvara one. We haven't really had peppered the keeper with any chances.
Lucas Beraldo for 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝑖. Now look at Hernandez.
Just see Seny Malulu receiving the ball there, making real clinical movements. It's a slow jog, it's a wander in and around. I'm not sure he's 100% sure of where he is and where he's supposed to be on the pitch.
Hakimi. He was, as a youth player at Real Madrid, a right winger, more than the fullback he became in his senior career. Here, meanwhile, Vitinha for Paris Saint-Germain to pick up the pass to 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝘿𝘾𝘼𝑎 here. Away by 𝙎𝙀𝘋𝘋𝘋𝘼𝑎.
Ay.
Well, the youth of PSG is notable. They won Ligue 1 by 19 points, average age in their league games of 24 years and 10 days. Here's the teenager Mayulu.
Ay, Sini, come on.
Yet to reach 20. Oh, ball lost here. 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝘋, great footwork. For now, no way through.
Aye.
We'll come here for 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝘿𝘾𝑖𝑎. 𝙀𝙀𝘋 stays down in the penalty area.
Oh, Ous, attention, hein. No, please, s'il te plaît, Dez, no.
Real challenge in there. It was fantastic from him. Initially, he came.
Oh.
The game was grinding to a halt.
No, Dez, s'il te plaît.
More of a fall, I think, on the wrist than anything. If anything, was the free kick, and Barbosa proving a formidable wall.
Allez, s'il te plaît, Dez, lève-toi, s'il te plaît, Dez, s'il te plaît.
Great display, his fingerprints over 3 of the 5 goals scoring, only his second ever senior brace, and assisting Hakimi as well. He was only 19 then, Rob, in the final. It was a day when really he became a man.
By the whole team, really.
All right, it's a water break.
He's up and speaking to people around him, saying what confidence he has, and that's one key thing you need as a player, and to play at a club like PSG and to perform on the biggest stage. There is no doubt in his mind he is supposed to be on that stage. It was an incredible performance, one that was brilliant to witness.
Well, half an hour gone, a cooling break. And also the pitch being watered too behind the players here.
Oh my gosh, hold on.
It's on here with, I'd imagine we're up half an hour in to get here 0-0. We'll say we're doing okay here, Botafogo.
Yep, they've taken heart. 15 minutes in, you feared a bit that they were going to get run over, particularly by...
It's one of the downsides of living in London. It's so loud in this city. Right, it's what, like 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m. It's ridiculously loud. One of the downsides, drawbacks of living here. But hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
It looks a little bit pedestrian at times.
What's up, PSG Glazer? Yo, what's up, Barca Glazer?
No goals yet.
I mean, all I'm saying is that last reason, there's been a couple of good reasons to against PSG, but even still then, you know, listen, we've been humble. We've been humble. Job's not finished. Job's not finished.
Well, 𝙀𝙬𝘼𝙋𝙏𝙀𝙀 is back in the boxing ring for the first time since last year's blockbuster with Mike Tyson.
𝙀𝙬𝘼𝙋𝙀𝙀 Jr. Why have I said to Glaze PSG? Why have I said to Glaze PSG then?
Ramirez versus 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙼𝘋𝙼 for the WBA and WBO cruiserweight titles. So a scoreless game so far, the team's second of the Group B campaign. PSG finish up in 4 days' time in Seattle, and they will take on the Sounders, who've lost both their games.
Get back
so
to
far.
us.
Well, Botafogo
Thank you.
Here will play 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎. That could be Robert. A huge winner takes all night in the Rose Bowl.
Who did? Who did then? Barca? Barca check guys played them twice. Fair and square games. Y'all conceded 7 goals. Nah, ref, that's not a foul.
Not just here, but in Brazil as well.
Yeah, 4 Brazilian clubs here at this competition. All have impressed so far.
Can't remember any UCL games having cooling breaks. Well, UCL games typically aren't played in the dead, in the peak of summer, at, you know, peak times when the sun is out, in, you know, 32-degree weather.
Not many chances in this first half as yet.
If I'm not mistaken, there were cooling breaks at the Euros for some of the games.
There's going to be more to come, the way that it started and how sharp PSG started, but that little adjustment.
If it was Barca versus PSG, it would have been. Bro, listen. This is why I don't like Barca fans. Y'all lost fair and square. Like, get over it. Y'all lost against Inter. When PSG lost against Dortmund last year, all right, maybe there was an aspect of me during the game and whatnot saying, oh, it should have been like, really should have been us in that final. But at that point, Dortmund beat us fair and square. They you can go and say, oh, we're the better team, so on and so forth. But they scored twice. We didn't score. They beat us fair and square. So,
𝙎𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙬 for PSG. Into traffic, their 3 players come to converge to stop.
As soon as that happens, it's done.
Here, always 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝑗𝑒𝑠𝑢s, the ball turns over. Pacho shot. He's never scored a club goal, William Pacho. Vitinha, he certainly has. Towards 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝑗𝑒𝑠𝑢, away by Alex Telles. It drops Doué's way here. One back by Savarino.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
𝙎𝙬𝘼𝑗𝑒𝑠𝑢, lovely footwork.
Ref? Oh, l'arbitre, mais tu fais quoi là? Ouvre tes yeux là.
A couple of times in there. Botafogo doing well just to not commit in the challenge. They're making the presence felt against 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝑗𝑒𝑠𝑢. They're closing the road maybe at times, shutting the door on him, but they're not making challenges.
And forward by Marlon Freitas. And now here goes 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝑗𝑒𝑠𝑢. He's in on goal! And then...
Oh my gosh! The Fugazi! Oh my gosh, man!
Advantage South America!
What the flip was that goal?
Continental champions!
Oh my gosh, such a Fugazi goal, man. C'est okay, on refait les bails. On refait les bails. On refait les bails. We'll be back, don't worry.
And are we seeing perhaps The first real major shock.
Oh my gosh, that's a disgusting goal, man. N'importe quoi. C'est du bazar total.
Well, their fans are joyous.
I know the ref, I don't know, does not wanting to blow his whistle.
One goal for the main man.
Nah, it's not the best defending, man.
Stroke of luck in there, but the skill was to get it onto his right foot, get the shots away.
Man.
Takes the 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾, just to buy himself that little bit of space. That touch was perfect. They've had the opportunities to break and not been clinical enough. That time, 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙗 takes plaudits because it's a brilliant moment for Botafogo.
Whatever, still plenty of time.
Well, 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙗 has beaten Donnarumma. And goodness me, Paris Saint-Germain, the Club World Cup favourites, who in that first game looked so good, now rock back on their expensive heels.
It's moments like that you think we've seen in the opening half hour. You're just going, just get that ball right, just make that run, just do it. We were saying in it down there.
Things are not even playing poorly.
Glimpses, they've not been chances, just glimpses.
That's fine, it's fine.
And that time, they just did it. They didn't worry about the consequences. He got his shot away. They got that stroke of luck. That's what you've got to do. And
we need to get more shots in. We've only got, what, 5 shots? I don't think, have we even had a shot on target yet?
They see this through.
1 shot on target, they've had 2.
From that,
𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾
will be key.
Allez, tranquille.
𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙗. Have they, though, just stirred the hornet's nest here, maybe Botafogo? Will they spark a response from PSG?
Tranquille, keep playing your game.
Goals in recent matches since the opposition scored against them. But surprise in passing. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙗 again here towards Artur.
Just think they've sussed out 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙗.
Yeah, Luis Enrique is not happy.
When he gets it, he lost it there again. They're just going at him, 2 or 3 of them, just to say that's our opportunity to win the ball. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙗 has been limited with his supply on the ball. They've just started to work that out.
Well, they were compact, that extra body in midfield. They'll be even more compact now to get this one to half-time. The breaks here for Savarino, the Venezuelan.
Doucement là, doucement.
Offside,
thank you, ref.
Jefferson Savarino.
Come on, get the ball in play. Let's try to get one before halftime. Because that's the thing, we don't want us to discuss some disgusting terrorism ball in the second half.
Play of the ball from Vitinha. It was just a hit him on the head. He's still counted as offside.
Hakimi. 𝙬𝙬𝘖𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙗 will chase. Almost like a relay runner waiting for the baton there. Down that flank for PSG. Away here by Alexander Barbosa. Towards 𝙎𝙬𝘋𝙎𝑗𝑒𝑠𝑢s. Repelled by Lucas Beraldo. Vitinha for 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝑼𝙎𝑗𝑒𝑠𝑢s. Since he's not,
Allez, come on.
he's been quite 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝑼𝙎𝑗𝑒𝑠𝑢s.
Yep, and he's also been marshalled really well for 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝑼𝙎𝑗𝑒𝑠𝑢s. He's been getting out to him really well. I think having 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝑼𝙎𝑗𝑒𝑠𝑢s this side as well, without Nuno Mendes from left back in that supporting position, once that pressure comes, it really does debilitate his ability to get on the ball and play. He doesn't have that space.
𝙬𝙬𝑾 for 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝑖𝙎𝑗𝑒𝑠𝑢s. Hakimi.
Come on.
𝙬𝙬's cross. Away by Botafogo.
Ramos didn't make the run. Didn't make the run. The centre forward, he's an instinctive centre forward. He's a number 9.
Yeah.
That was a number 9 run for a brilliant ball in, and he just didn't go.
𝙎𝙬𝘾𝑼𝙎𝑗𝑒𝑠𝑢s.
Well done, Kvara. Go on. Cross it.
Done for Mayulu.
Yeah.
Well, we questioned him moments ago, and he comes up with a wonderful bit of skill. All right, 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝑼𝙎𝑗𝑒𝑠𝑢s needs to produce something now from this corner.
Allez, come on. Get something here before halftime.
Corner taken by
Allez, les gars.
𝙎𝙬𝘾𝑼𝙎𝑗𝑒𝑠𝑢s. As PSG chasing 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝑼𝙎𝑗𝑒𝑠𝑢s. Jean with a punch away. And gets a free kick as well. Just buying a bit of time, realising 4 minutes.
It's a disgusting goal, man.
Stock and just check ourselves for a moment. We're in a dream position here.
They won the Brasileiro last season, the domestic league title, the Serie A title in Brazil. The PSG, as I say, 19 points ahead of Marseille. They finished in Ligue and 84 points, a record tally in the French top flight. Away here by 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾. Alex Telles. Now the chase is on for 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝙋𝙏𝙀𝙀.
Thank you, Raf. Raf, give him a yellow, give him a yellow, give him a yellow.
I saw here, Rob, on Tuesday night, the Monterrey-Inter game.
Oh my gosh, man.
Into half-time Monterrey with a goal up, and Inter got back into the game, and they didn't really have a chance to go to win it then in the second half.
No, well, Botafogo seeing it through to half-time now, and if they do,
should that not be a yellow? Grabbing the ball. I mean, Nuno did it. It probably should have been a yellow for him as well.
Yeah, that they've got right now.
But bon, ça va.
Thinking, well, we've only got 5-10 minutes of a second half to do before reinforcements can come on. So,
let's see, who do we have on the bench?
So much when you go in front.
Perhaps you bring on a 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝙼𝘾𝘼𝙎𝑎.
Substitutes.
Oh, we'll see.
This is Vitinha. Ball dropped in towards 𝙬𝙬𝑖𝑑𝑒.
Keep going long, but it's, in fairness, they've got a good defensive shape.
Ḥakimi again for PSG into traffic, stopped by Alan initially. Vitinha. Ḥakimi again. 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝑝𝑒𝑟.
I mean, we can believe. I don't know how you can say they deserve to be there. They played in the semi-final, fair and square, and you guys lost. Like,
Vitinha. With a little space to work.
Get over it.
𝙬𝙬𝘾𝑝𝑒𝑟 loves to glide away from players like that. Retains the ball well too here, the Georgian.
𝙀𝙧, lâche ton ballon. Wow, watch the counter again. Well done, Warren. Well done, Warren.
He's got to put Igor Jesus through.
Hakimi's pass for 𝙬𝙬𝑑𝙎. Ḥakimi. Back now to Vitinha. They try again. 𝙬𝙬's cross.
Come on, keep it in.
Kept alive now.
Take him on.
PSG knock on the door. Louder and louder as half-time looms.
Ball in.
Deep cross.
Grateful that it wasn't the best of crosses, because again, the opportunity to break was on.
It's annoying because they're.
The giveaway, it's Vitinho here for Botafogo, for Alan. Oh, 𝙀𝙀𝘼 for 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝑝𝑒𝑟. Jean with the clearance. Up goes Igor Jesus, the header now to 𝙀𝙧.
Come on, get back.
Botafogo.
Oh, watch the counter for
the game before half-time. Igor Jesus, hard-working striker. Vitinha, Alan. Have to manage the time here before the break. Botafogo can't lose the ball.
Well done, Vitinha.
William Pacha.
Come on, 6 minutes at a time.
6 additional minutes.
Yeah, he's clearly onside. Such an unfortunate goal to concede. I mean, the defending really should have been a lot better there. But, I mean, the deflection, listen. Sometimes they go your way, sometimes they don't. It's not an excuse. Wasn't good enough still from our part. We go again.
Warren 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝑝𝑒𝑟.
Oh.
Intense 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝑝𝑒𝑟.
And it's not been a good enough half by PSG. Luis Enrique, it would be interesting to see the reaction from him. He's made changes in this team, and of this showing in this midfield of 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾 and 𝙤𝙬𝙾𝘼𝙎, I have to say it's not been good enough for them. I just wonder, yes, sports scientists will be wanting to have a word, but this goal is the moment that they've been suffering from, and it's that break from midfield. Just get that one ball in. It's just the directness of it that hurt them.
Ball towards Arthur, didn't come off. It's Nkana for 𝙀𝙀𝘿𝘾𝘼𝙎 for PSG.
It's not on. It's not on. It's not on. We're forcing it. We're forcing it.
On now to 𝙋𝙊𝘿𝘾𝘼𝙎 here. Hakimi. What can 𝙬𝙬𝙬𝘻 here fashion for PSG? 𝙬𝙬. Hakimi. Vitinha. And Vitinha. Oh, the flick on. Well, they asked the question there for the potential foul. Jean will take his time. Nothing given.
I have to see it again.
𝙤𝙬𝙾𝘼𝙎𝘾 knew that he was never going to get the ball.
Yeah, I don't think that's a pen.
Made sure of that as well.
Arthur with 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾.
Okay.
On the PSG bench is, of course, a deep one. How soon will we see changes made, I wonder, in the second half by Luis Enrique?
I think it's a matter of when, not if. Looking
Yeah, no.
any contact on the edge of the box, and 𝙤𝙬𝙾𝘼𝙎𝙾 definitely knew that he wasn't going to get there, so he did well not to get a yellow card for a dive, I think, really. But Luis Enrique, I think, will be ticking. He doesn't stop. He does not stop thinking, moving, thinking about the game, and this has been too much statics, too much of wasteful football from PSG in his book.
𝙬𝙬. Hakimi.
It's just les pass, simple passes, man. Les passes simples. Come on, man.
Vitinha. After a bright start, no doubt that PSG have faded here in this one tonight. Here comes 𝙎𝙬𝘾, the pass though.
Allez, come on, 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎. Cook him, cook him, cook him, cook him.
And the ball is
Oh my!
away by Botafogo. 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎.
Go on, Warren.
Play by him.
Oh! Just things. They're not going our way.
Yeah, better from the youngsters' direction and speed on the ball than in at players. It's what they were doing in the first 5 minutes, and you saw what happened with Botafogo. They didn't have an answer, and they stopped doing that.
Does 𝙬𝙬 have the key?
Come on.
Tonight. By Barbosa. Here's 𝙎𝙬𝘾, comes back out to Vitinha. 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎 for.
Allez, do it. Vas-y, tue-le.
𝙬𝙬's cross towards Hernandez. Out come
Another corner. Come on. The thing is, we're not good from corners, and we need a marquee in there.
Well and good to mount the pressure, but Marquinhos is the main man.
Exactly. There you go.
He sat down here near us and don't seem to have that threat against the big Botafogo side.
Right on half-time, Paris Saint-Germain corner. Away there by Barbosa.
Allez, vas-y, Dez.
𝙬𝙬. Another block this time by Marlon Freitas. Away by Igor Jesus.
Just, they're defending the corners really well. All the crosses and everything.
Botafogo have dug in admirably. Vitinha for 𝙬𝙾𝘼𝙎𝙾. Wide now to 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙾. He has the tools, he has the tricks. The twists and the turns. Fabulous flair. And the ball lofted.
It's really good not to commit. Yes, they didn't stop the cross, but they doubled up.
Allez, rien là, toi aussi, arrête.
Getting out to block with being the second man.
Come on, get the ball up.
Through it.
Vitinha. Little space found here too by 𝙀𝙖, again for PSG. 𝙀𝙀, 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝙼𝙎𝙾𝘼, onto Vitinha. Punched on now to 𝙀𝙀𝑖𝑔𝙑𝑚𝑎. Last first half seconds in Pasadena.
Come on, get the ball in.
Botafogo nearly there. They are there. Halfway towards a famous win
okay.
and a big surprise.
Just blow at half like that, okay, pas problème.
The European champions trail to Renato Paiva's Botafogo. The Libertadores winners have the go-ahead goal. Igor Jesus with it. And surprise, surprise, who saw this scoreline coming? At the break, it is PSG.
Such a weird game to analyze, honestly, man.
Halfway towards a tremendous result. The score at the break here, PSG 0, Botafogo 1. Ahead lies a big second half.
Hold on. Let me turn on the music for you guys. All right, there you go. You guys should have the music on now. Honestly, I just don't. It's such a weird game to analyze just because you're not playing poorly by any means. We're all also not playing great. The goal they scored came off a rush in front of us. It's not good defending on your point. Takes a deflection, goes in. It's a poor goal to concede. But also on the flip side, PSG also have not created enough going forwards themselves. This is PSG this half. They've got 0.15 XG, same as Botafogo. 5 shots to their 2. They've got more shots on target. No big chances created. We're just not shooting the ball enough. So I'll be interested to seeing what 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝙼𝙎 decides to do at halftime. Just want to have a quick look at the lineups here. I'm sorry, 𝙀𝙪𝙨𝙾𝘼 was just it's tough, man, but like it's just he doesn't gel. He doesn't seem to fit the 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝙼𝑖 mold and the plan, because Kvara, 𝙀𝙀, they're doing sort of their bits and bobs, etc., so on and so forth, but he's just sort of there. There's runs that when 𝙀𝙀 puts in a ball in, or there's a dangerous ball crossed in, he's not making the correct runs as a striker should do. So if he's not making those runs, getting on top of headers and whatnot, why keep him in the team? Now he can go and shut me up and go and, you know, score a hat trick in the second half. But yeah, no. If I'm Lucho, I'm looking from PSG. Probably won't bring on a Marquinhos. Maybe you bring on a Nuno Mendes to give you more width going forward, because, yeah, I'm sorry, Hernandez. I mean, it's tough because obviously he's had injuries, he's had ACL tears, etc., so on and so forth. But the difference between when he's out there on the pitch and when Nuno is there, because previously it used to be that he's really solid defensively. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think is he at the back there for the goal that we concede. But even defensively, he's not nearly as reassuring as before. And Nuno's gotten better defensively. And then offensively, there's a huge gap in ability between the two. I think a Barcola needs to come on. Potentially bring on a João Neves as well in the midfield, or Fabian Ruiz. But yeah. How is Chelsea there but not Liverpool or Barca? Because Chelsea won the Champions League in the last 5 years. and because for Barca, well, for Liverpool specifically, even though they had a really high coefficient, it's the fact that there's a maximum of 2 teams per nation that can be represented at the FIFA Club World Cup. Because both City and Chelsea won the Champions League in the last 5 years, they are the representatives for. They are the representatives for England. And then as for Barca, it's because their coefficient wasn't as high. You have to think in that period they went to the Europa League twice, whereas Atletico Madrid in that time span, was in the Champions League or making it to round of 16 in the Champions League minimum every single year. So that's why. Yeah. Oh, I want to hear what 𝙀𝙀𝘿𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏 has to say. I want to see what 𝙀𝙀𝘿𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏 has to say.
I told in the beginning, 𝙀𝙀𝘿𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏 is a danger guy. Botafogo, he do the work like a Rodrigo Paiva one, no? They defend well, they try to hunt, they try to protect, and then they have the opportunity. They have a little luck on that, but the great passing for Savarino, and the 𝙀𝙀𝘿𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏 protect the ball well, have a little luck on a finish.
The goal is so fugazi.
Yeah, I guess you.
Right, it's a goal is a goal, man.
And just on 𝙀𝙀𝘶, we are hearing Fabrizio Romano is actually reporting that 𝙀𝙀𝘶 and Cunha could be on their way to Nottingham Forest. So there could be their final few games for Botafogo. Okay, Julian, you were very boastful before the game.
Yeah.
You're very confident about PSG's chances. Still confident?
Well, I think Botafogo played well so far. They made a battle of this game, especially in midfield, which disturbed massively the rhythm of PSG usually have. They played quite narrow. They don't give you much outside of 𝙀𝙬𝘼𝘋𝙬𝘼 going
potentially, yeah,
with his defender a couple of times. As we see here, PSG managed to make him on his own one-on-one, and then he's very good at that. But apart from that, there was just nothing. They're not the usual flow, and maybe the changes and the rotation from Luis Enrique is partly the explanation for it. But PSG was sloppy on the ball, and that's not good.
Yeah, Sako, 𝙀𝙬𝘋𝘼𝘋 has been, I guess, the one shining light. I mean, he's been the one out all the time where you always feel like you give him the ball, he can do something special.
Yes, of course. We can see all his quality today. He's dribbling, he's bringing speed, and he always finishes with something, like shoot or crossing. So I think it's really a good point for Paris tonight. But I think Botafogo seems like, they are playing them live. We can see them fighting hard, defending, and
Botafogo definitely have been playing really well.
Goal. So yeah, it will be interesting to see how Luis Enrique will react for the second half, and also PSG players, because I think it's a good battle, and I am enjoying watching this game.
One thing we do know, Jules, very quickly, is that PSG do have the Harlem Globetrotters on the bench. Yeah. He can go to that bench and bring on quite a few superstars if he needs to.
Just wait 10 minutes, and then I think we will see the likes of 𝙀𝙀𝘿𝘾𝘼𝑎 coming on.
Wait.
Enrique for us?
Okay, good.
It's all sorted.
We heard that Dembele is going to quickly get in the squad. For Renato Paiva, though, should be very happy with this so far.
Yeah, probably should be happy, because the Botafogo did the job that he won. No? I hope Botafogo keep it that level and give it that continuity.
All right, let's see what happens. 1-0 to the Brazilian side. Could they beat the European champions? We'll find out second half from the Rose Balls coming up next.
Mark my words, you guys will get knocked out in the quarters. I'm assuming this is it's a feud that I've not been made privy to. True, but okay, listen, I've seen those stats as well, but you also have to look, Vinicius Jr. was also injured for a large portion of the season. And also you have to go and look at, you know, a lot of those J games in big, for Vini, came in big Champions League games, which allowed Real Madrid to go and progress to the semis, you know, quarters, finals, etc., so on and so forth. So yes, but there's also an aspect and you have to look at it more in detail. Thing is, if Botafogo win, I mean, it put PSG in a bit more of a precarious situation. So that's why this game is low-key actually kind of important. PSG currently are still second, ahead of Atletico, obviously because of the goal difference. But if PSG if you tie this game, then you're tied with Botafogo going into it. And then you go and you think you have Atletico versus Madrid versus Botafogo. If you win this game, you're basically guaranteed that you're going through. The idea is just win this game. Just win the game. Come back, get the equalizer, goal, and stop pad. You guys had MSN for 3 years, and you guys won one treble, great, 100%. But after that, never made it past the quarters. For arguably what people go and say is the best trio of all time. In terms of peak, yeah, I go and say so, but it's also light. It's a bit late. Botafogo is the worst team in Rio. What, currently? Aren't they the current Brasileira champions and the current holders of the Copa Libertadores? Hi, Junior Sounders fan here. Looking forward to playing you. Let me see for Seattle. Seattle's currently on 0 points, so oof. I mean, So the only possible way that Seattle can have any chance of progressing would be to, well, they have to beat PSG, that's for sure. And they would have to hope, well, they have to hope that PSG loses this game first and foremost. And then they have to hope that, yeah, they have to beat PSG. And then they would hope for a Botafogo win between them and Atleti, if I'm not mistaken. Because if Botafogo win this game, they'll be on 6 points, which would mean that if they win again, they'd be on 9. And whatchamacallit, they'd be on 9. So they'd be on 3, and they'd also have to score a lot of goals. All right, but the players are out. Let's get the second half started.
Nullify the PSG youngsters in there and pick their moments has been key to go and win the ball back, and they've done it brilliantly.
So 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙖𝙖, the scorer. Luis Enrique giving some final instructions to 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝙎𝙬, who did begin the game really well. A shot inside 90 seconds, which required saving. But Donnarumma, the one goalkeeper beaten so far tonight. And Luis Enrique has had his half-time say with his players. No changes yet by the coach. So given a chance to redeem themselves in this second half. A goal down to Botafogo. PSG so far, by the way, in that first half, had 70% of the ball, and yet they trail.
The lack of chances, the lack of shots on target was the real one, especially after such a bright start with that strike from 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝙎𝙬. From there, of clear-cut chances, so little.
Botafogo begin the second half.
All right, we got the second half underway. Come on.
A lead to defend.
Come on, PSG.
A famous win.
I'm not going to be looking at the chat mostly, because I want to focus on the game, and also because to not get spoiled by anybody.
A long way to go and a lot of subs, and you have to wonder how long it's going to take Luis Enrique to start triggering those substitutions. I'm surprised there's none at half-time. You think Vitinha on the ball is normally accompanied by Fabian Ruiz and João Neves, and in there, that's where the lack of incisiveness and lack of movement from 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝙎 and 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝙎 is where PSG have suffered. Botafogo in their 4-5-1, and it is a 4-5-1. They've been fantastic in their defence. They have the game plan. They just need to stick to that game plan and get out wide, get out to Hakimi, get out to 𝙬𝙬𝘼 down here on his right-hand side, and just stop the supply if they can.
Here is
Switch it.
for PSG.
Kvara.
𝙬𝙬𝘼𝙎𝙬. 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎 for PSG. As I say, first half they had 70% possession. Again, second half begins with them having lots of the ball, but they've lost it here. This is Jefferson.
Keep it in.
Savarino, the Venezuela international. Hakimi in field now to Vitinha. Now space.
Good switch.
By
Go on, Kvara. Take him on.
Attacking Vitinha. Jinking, twisting and turning still.
Aye.
And now they counter Artur on the
Whoa,
ball.
whoa. Get back.
On to Savarino here. They pose a threat.
Whoa, watch the shot.
Shooting chance. Marlon Freitas didn't take it. Artur.
Come on, get the ball back.
Again, we saw them a few times in the first half, and the once they did it, that real.
Oh my God, Gonzalo Ramos, man.
They scored, and that time they just second-guessed themselves, and the chance went away. And Marlon Freitas pulled the trigger. Who cares? You just kind of try. It's a long time still to just try and.
He's not offside there, ref.
𝙎𝙬𝘼𝙎𝙬, no flag. Faced here by William Pacho.
Could have sworn he was offside there. Well done, Pacho.
Over.
Go on, Warren.
Warren 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼.
Warren.
Quite break for gonzalo Ramos. He's been really quiet, Ramos.
Wow, Ramos has been just generational stinker here, man.
He's barely had any supply, and I think that's part of the problem. 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝘼𝘖, when 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼 gave it away, turned and marched into the dugout in fury.
Come on, Beraldo. Watch the run. Watch the secondary. Watch that run.
𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼 on target. Donnarumma.
Counter, go.
Just got nudged off balance. 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼 there, trying to cross it in, and when you do it quickly and without thinking about it, you cause PSG a problem.
Achraf Hakimi on to Désiré Doué. Doué in a challenge by Barbosa, nothing given.
Wow.
This is 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝑗esus, whose goal splits the sides. Back now to Savarino. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝑗esus.
Step. I'm done. Switch it.
Now Vitinha builds the PSG.
Bro, the thing is, Gonzalo Ramos, like, he just doesn't fit the system, unfortunately. Because we don't put crosses in. When we do put crosses in, he's nowhere to be found. He's not making correct runs. He's not dropping off like Dembele would.
Into 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼. Still PSG a goal down to Botafogo. Vitinha faced up there by 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝑗esus. It'll come here to PSG again. 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝑗e𝘶. Moved on to Vitinha again. You can see there that compact, dug-in shape of Botafogo.
Yeah, you can see how they're getting out wide in numbers as well when they do come, and he's kind of having to create something
Well done, Doué.
very, very wide.
Hakimi no way through. Cleared there by Barbosa. Gonzalo Ramos for Hakimi. Bit of space for Doué to maybe conjure in.
Bien joué, Dez. Come on, faut continuer comme ça. Dez has been a really... Thing is, our two wingers have been good sparks. Both Désiré Doué and 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝑗esus.
It has to be just to get that little bit of space. It's been that tight in there for him.
Good little nutmeg in there.
Just so sharp, invites the challenge from Marlon Freitas, and this is the challenge for Botafogo, is when you do get a little bit tired and you do leave that leg in a little bit too late and you start to put the pressure on yourselves.
Jean has made a couple of saves so far. Nothing in the second half as yet for the...
Come on, good ball in here. Come on.
This one will favour the right boot of Vitinha.
Allez, Viti.
Vitinha
Good ball in.
Jean saves it.
Oh my gosh!
For Botafogo.
It's a brilliant save, and he knew nothing about it. He stood there, stayed square.
Purée! Les gars, il faut enchaîner. Allez, continue. Il faut continuer.
And he hit him clean on the chest.
But it's better. Allez, là, faut juste marquer, là.
And he did.
Vitinha.
Ah, Vitinha, that's twice.
As we saw on Sunday, Rob, it's not been there from PSG tonight.
No, this was a fantastic ball in, though, and Johnny's...
It's like Gonzalo that gets ahead to it.
The ball and it being so quick, it kind of takes a decision of whether he can come for it or not out of his hands. He just stand and wait and hold. He certainly did that because he just took a little nick on the way in, and if he'd still been moving or slightly turned, that could have gone in.
Oh my gosh! Oh my!
Pressured by 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼. The ball though helped on there to Vitinha for Botafogo. Arthur again.
Bassi. Oh la.
Back now to Marlon Freitas.
Voilà, récupérer le ballon. Step and get the ball back.
This is Gregori. Savarino.
Warren, come on.
Arthur.
What are these spaces, man?
Vitinha. It's a great cross. It's a great
Oh my
chance.
gosh, man.
And there,
Gars, faut se réveiller là.
with the chance for 2-0 to Botafogo.
He took a blow, making connection in the chance, but it is a brilliant chance. And you think if that's 𝙎𝙖𝙖𝙶, that's another goal. 𝙎𝙖𝙖𝙶 had made the run under, and I'm not sure that Savarino knew that it was going to come to him. Again, the joy that they got in midfield to then get the ball out wide for the cross. They did it quickly, did it incisively. The opportunities are there for Botafogo.
𝙬𝙬 to try to be the one to make things work for PSG tonight. Back to 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏. And now for 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝙍𝙐. 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝙼𝙍𝙐, Gonçalo Ramos. Vitinha.
We need something different.
There are changes
𝙬𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏, start getting warm.
Luis Enriquez, I think, seen enough of what's gone on so far tonight.
Well, I was going to say that Beraldo and Lucas Hernandez at left back is a real drop off from one of the world best left backs, and I think we might see that change now.
Ah, les gars, faut se réveiller là.
Triple change. This is Alexander Barbosa.
That's a foul. Oh my
way
god.
of Botafogo. So triple change.
Well, we're gonna.
PSG will call for the heavy artillery. So you can see then down there, 3 players about to come on.
It's just the willingness to do it. Don't you see 𝙎𝙖𝙖𝙶 making it run across?
He makes a better, gets a better connection to that. That's a goal.
To him to say he wasn't expecting it. He saw that all the way there. He's got to do better with the header.
So Nuno Mendes. It's 4
So Nuno's coming on.
for PSG.
Barco's coming on.
Sadly,
Fabian is coming on. 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝙼𝙎 is coming on. Mayu's off. I'm assuming Warren's off.
We're going to see.
So we're sending on the cavalry. Allez les gars. Gonçalo Ramos is coming off, thank goodness. Barco is coming on. Okay. So I'm assuming Dewey's going to go through the middle. And Nuno Mendes is coming on as well.
Well, a 4-way switch.
And Warren's coming off for
Luis
𝙎𝙬𝘾𝙼𝙎.
Enrique, who has seen enough, makes changes, rotates his pack to try to turn this game. João Neves, Nuno Mendes, Bradley Barcola, and Fabian Ruiz, the 4 players brought on. Robin, a 4-way switch, that tells a story.
Not good enough. And gave you 10 minutes. It's like Julian Ryan was saying, you've got 10 minutes. This is it to change my mind. All of a sudden, I think the game's going to change now. I'm looking at the midfield 3, the trio. Vitinha, Ruiz, João Neves are there. Barcola on the left. 𝙎𝙬𝘾𝙼𝙎, interestingly, as centre forward right now. And what I'll be interested to see, just jogging up the screen there, Nelson Semedo. Nuno Mendes, sorry, one of the fantastic players at breaking forward.
Well, here he is doing just that. Rides one challenge.
Vamos, Nuno, foul, ref.
And gets a free kick. There's all the energy he brings as well. Nuno Mendes.
Bro.
Yellow card to 𝙎𝙖𝙖.
Immediately, Nuno Mendes.
Yeah, that's a foul.
To step away and the willingness to drive forward. That
Come on, come on. Thing is that we can't allow them to slow the game down.
With Lucas Hernandez there at left back, it was just to get it and give it a job. No real direction in there now. All of a sudden, you see him in that advanced position.
𝙬𝙖. This is Lucas Beraldo for 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝙼𝙎. Fabian Ruiz, who scored their first goal here on Sunday afternoon. There's João Neves.
The switch.
To 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝙼𝙎 for PSG. Probing. Fabian Ruiz blocked away up to
Too slow.
𝙎𝙖𝙖𝙶. Savarino's touch.
Well, one back.
Back quickly by Paris Saint-Germain, who mean business here now. Fabian Ruiz between two players. 𝙀𝙖 tackles thundering in. And now the breakaway led by Savarino.
Thank you, Raf. Thank you, Raf. Merci.
Free kick, is it?
Thank you, Raf. Allez, bougez là vous aussi. Purée, les gars.
Botafogo are incensed. Since there was no foul in there, and I'm struggling to see what was given and why. The tackles were going in. There was nothing of any.
You guys are trying to slow the game.
Drew Fisher seeing something in there. Into the face and nothing more. I mean, in the midst of about 10-15 tackles, there's bound to be contact once or twice. It's a strange decision.
Well, the hour is nearing. And Botafogo still lead 1-0 in Pasadena. 𝙀𝙖𝘿𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏, the difference maker so far for 𝙀𝙪𝙖𝙞𝑜, the glorious one. Botafogo from Rio with a free kick, which Nuno Mendes is over here.
Come on, we've seen one free kick goal today. Can we see another? Can we see another? That's the question.
From this angle down, he's very, very straight, and to say it's really difficult to see how.
I reckon probably 𝙀𝙖𝘾𝑼𝙎.
Of quality.
I think it's a bit far from
here. So 𝙬𝙧 𝘾𝑝𝑖's looking at it as though he's going to get a strike away, and Nuno Mendes maybe being the better option.
𝙬𝙖𝘾𝑖 takes it
Yeesh.
and clears the bar with it.
Come on, come on.
It's going to have to be something special from that distance.
Shakur Stevenson will look to mount the latest defence of his WBC lightweight title against unbeaten William Zepeda as part of a blockbuster New York City fight card. That's coming up on July the 12th. Vitinha, and here now Achraf 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝑖. 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝑖 pulls it back. João Neves.
𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘾𝘼𝙎𝑎.
Again, that final ball not quite there for PSG. This now is Artur.
Vamos, Nuno. Vamos, Nuno. Well done.
Driving, striding forward.
Not the best ball.
Forward by Marlon Freitas. 𝙀𝙖𝘿𝘾𝑗esus. Now Savarino the target, but covered by Pacho for Paris Saint-Germain.
Come on, come on. Il faut augmenter l'intensité.
Botafogo, but everything changes because the shape is completely transformed. The movements are completely transformed with Nuno Mendes and Achraf 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝑖. You can see both of them in line with the referee. There's a left back, there's a right back. All of a sudden, the shape was completely transformed.
Désiré Doué for PSG. Still the door is locked. João Neves. Vitinha.
Allez, vas-y. Play Barcola. Barcola. Allez, mets-nous une vitesse.
Vitinha. Ball hammered away by Marlon Freitas. Now
Oh!
Savarino on the move.
Well won.
Ball nicked away by Vitinha.
Allez, play Barcola. Vas-y, take him on, take him on, take him on.
Barcola. Barcola a hand in 40 goals this season. 𝙀𝙖 in. Ala. Gregori. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝑎. Taken by Vitinha. On to 𝙀𝙖𝘿𝘾𝑗esus for Botafogo, who has led that line really well tonight.
Brilliant. It's been really, really good. Obviously scored the goal, but lost it there. But still, it's starting.
He does.
Players.
Watch the run. Watch the run. You got watch the run.
It's Grigori. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏. Barbosa. As the seconds go by, Botafogo's belief grows and grows that they can do this.
Oh, it's getting annoying, man.
They're managing the game well here, the Brazilians.
Spending their energy at times, but they're doing it at good times when they want to break, and they're doing it in 2s and 3s, not making it into a basketball match. They're holding their shape at the back, and the midfield three are still there.
Bradley 𝙭𝙭. 𝙭𝙭. And across the cover comes 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏 for Botafogo. Again, Igor Jesus. Pacho now for PSG.
Have we even gotten a shot in the second half?
A major shock at the Club World Cup. Make no mistake about that.
We have 2 shots.
𝙬𝙬𝘼𝙖.
We're playing so slow.
They go wide.
Vas-y, vas-y, Dez.
𝙬𝙬𝘼𝙖. Marvellous run. In towards Fabian Ruiz. Poked away. There's Savarino. Marlon Freitas. Arthur.
Needed more from Arthur. He's getting tired now. Him and Savarino put a lot in to get up there in support. They're becoming tired and thinking they're going to be the men that need to give way.
Vas-y, Barco.
Barclay away by Barbosa.
Aïe, 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 aïe.
Arthur again to look to just find some energy that's still left in the tank. What's he got left? Well, he couldn't quite slip
Well done,
in there,
Pacho.
the one of Igor Jesus.
Still going, the three of them are still trying to go forwards. It's very much a 3.
Vas-y, Barco. Barco, voilà, mis une vitesse.
Bradley 𝙭𝙭 for 𝙭𝙭𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏. Is it his moment? White.
Vas-y, Dez.
Desiree Doué. Teles clear. Danger not gone yet. Nuno Mendes. Doué. In towards Hakimi.
That's a defensive masterclass, man.
Botafogo still holding on in there. And now they charge away themselves.
Allez, revenez, get back.
Can they nick a second goal on the breakaway, the Brazilians?
Well done. Raf, c'est quoi ça? Oh, c'est quoi ce bazar là, wesh?
They've looked the more likely. They've not had the possession, but they've had the breakaways, and PSG have floundered a little bit when it's come to creating chances. Nothing really of great note.
There will be a Botafogo change. I think we're going to see 𝙭𝙭𝙗𝙗 coming on soon, ostensibly a left back. Alan.
Whoa, watch the cross, watch the cross.
Here. For Igor Jesus again, away for the corner by Lucas Beraldo.
Still got the belief, still got the sense of purpose when they go forward, and they're still providing the threat.
So we're going to see 2 players coming on here. 𝙭𝙭𝙗𝙗, as I say, is a left back is one of them. Double switch is coming shortly for Botafogo.
This is an opportunity here, Dan, that PSG historically suffer from set pieces, suffer from corners, near post corners in particular.
Botafogo aware of that potential PSG vulnerability. Here's Alex Telles, the target. Brought on by Barbosa. So double switch. 𝙭𝙭𝙗𝙗. And also we're going to see a debut for the club here for Santiago Rodriguez. At the second half's midpoint, double change for Botafogo. So Alex Telles makes way for 𝙀𝙖𝙖𝙖𝙖𝙖. Also on the Uruguayan Santiago Rodriguez. He cost the club $17 million from New York City in MLS. Fresh legs, Rob, to dig in and get the job done.
Yeah, it's a like-for-like swap in both senses, and nothing changes for them. Rodriguez will be the one. You say, sorry, pal, you've got 20 minutes to sacrifice. A, you've got to get down to 𝙀𝙖𝙖𝙖 here. B, you've got to get support. Igor Jesus up front, so he's the one who's going to have to commit both in defence and attack. 𝙀𝙖𝙖𝙖𝙖.
Come on, we need to be a bit quicker.
Stop 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝘖𝙖𝙖, stop 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝑍𝑒𝑙𝑾. Simple.
It's easy, yeah, it's easy. But so far, PSG's galaxy of stars have not shone. Hakimi. In there to 𝙬𝙖. Now Lucas Beraldo. Vitinha sets off now and finds Bradley Barcola. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. Bradley Barcola. Barcola, great balance.
Vas-y, Barco.
Barcola. Nuno Mendes. Back out to Barcola again for Paris Saint-Germain. Met by 𝙀𝙖𝙖𝙖𝙖. Comes back now into the feet of Désiré Doué. Doué shot blocked.
Everything is getting blocked or countered or deflected. Oh my gosh.
It's been fantastic tonight, Barbosa. They've had such a physical presence, and he's had to.
No, this has been a defensive clinic by Botafogo, and
He's put in. 𝙀𝙖𝙖𝙖𝙖, Cunha, two centre-backs have had a terrific.
Ay.
Look at the clock to play 20 minutes. PSG 0, Botafogo 1 still. Igor Jesus with that goal. And a little touch there on the goalkeeper brings a free kick for Jean. And more frustration for Paris Saint-Germain. The group concludes on Monday. Botafogo here will take on Atletico Madrid. Well, PSG, it could be a must-win game for them in Seattle against the Sounders at Lumen Field on Monday.
Just having a look there, down the last time PSG played a game and did not score was 20 games ago against Liverpool, where Alisson, the keeper, had a game of his life.
But Jean's not had many saves today, has he?
And this has been the complete opposite. Every time they lose a game, you think the goalkeeper's had to have had a good game, and Jean's done nothing wrong, but it's not been an outstanding one like that.
This now is Fabian Ruiz. Won by 𝙀𝙖𝙖𝙖𝙖 now for Botafogo. They're helped on. Again, Rodriguez. Marlon Freitas has over-hit it.
Brilliant from the two subs on the left-hand side, and Freitas, it was a tired pass, it's just a wave of the leg, really.
Vitinha. Time now is against PSG. 18 to play of 90. Hakimi into 𝙬𝙖. Hakimi here.
Hakimi.
And Jean spills it. And it's going to be brought away here by Cunha to spare his goalkeeper's blushes. Again, Igor Jesus working so hard as that lone striker and has it all night for Botafogo.
One of the two centre-backs, right place, right time. Just read in the mistake.
Play him. Ah, no, the ball has to be better there, man.
Stays in play, they're just about with Barbosa. Fabian Ruiz. On to 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝙖 for PSG.
No, Des, tranquille.
𝙀𝙬𝘼𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙗 for company. That's going to go Botafogo's way.
This was the error. The keeper lifted his head. It was a key moment, took his eye off the ball.
Oh. I was going to say, what happened to my camera there?
Composed. Both have been all evening.
Al-Hilal's draw with Real Madrid, the tournament's one surprise result so far, but a defeat here for PSG would be seismic in terms of the group stage. Barcola, Nuno Mendes. Botafogo refused to yield. Vitinha. On now to 𝙋𝙬𝘼𝑃 for Paris Saint-Germain. Well, since the turn of the year, 105 goals scored by PSG, but nothing tonight. And now 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝙖𝙞𝘾𝙄𝑼𝙎𝑎𝑐 will chase and reach. Has options like Arthur, who stepped on the ball at the crucial juncture.
Cramped to go with it as well. It's come end to end all of a sudden.
And the foul on Nuno Mendes, which incenses Botafogo.
Clearly stating, I won the ball there. I think he's got a point. Oh, Freitas, strong tackle. Tackle round the side, not one from behind.
Well, to play 15 minutes. I think Álvaro Montoro coming on soon for Botafogo. Well, they signed from Vélez in Argentina.
Even a draw, man, I'm pissed here, man.
He's a winger.
Come on, guys, you got full lock. Yeah, I got to lock in.
Literally run his race there. He was sprinting up in support of 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝘾𝘼𝑗𝑒𝑠 in that last chance, and is suffering now back down during his cooling break.
Yeah, the players will get the fluids on board for the final push. But Botafogo here are 15 minutes away from a tremendous result.
Yeah, it would be a tremendous result. It's starting right now is PSG's performance. They've not been terrible, but also they've not been good enough.
4 days ago.
It's been slow, it's been lethargic.
Very, very different.
No time for excuses.
Results.
Speak French and you got those tactics. The instructions, his movement. 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝘾𝘼𝑗𝑒𝑠 and 𝙎𝙬𝑼𝑃 is key.
Here's the goal. 𝙎𝙬𝘼𝑗𝑒𝑠 off the heel of 𝙬𝙾𝘼𝑃 for 1-0. That's how it stayed.
It's seen time and time again throughout the game. Those opportunities have been there.
We've only got 9 shots, only 2 shots on target. They've got 1 big chance, we've got none. So we just didn't create enough in this game. At least usually if we go and you lose, it's as they said, the keepers had, a generational performance. But today it's just, you've not shown enough going offensively, point blank and period. You had the possession, you've had a lot of it, but it was slow, it was lethargic. It's a lot of PSG earlier points in the season.
Group C action tomorrow as the Club World Cup continues on DAZN. Auckland City smashed for 10 by Bayern. Will the part-timers fare any better when they play against the Portuguese giants Benfica? Vitinha with his focus fixed on saving the game. In by Vitinha. There by 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝙼𝙎𝙾𝘼. They're still standing firm, Botafogo here. Nuno Mendes, 𝙀𝙊𝘾𝙼𝙎. 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝑖𝙋. Fabian Ruiz.
Good switch.
Vitinha on now to 𝙚𝙼𝙬𝙀. Away by the outstanding Barbosa, and the shot blocked. It breaks 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝙼𝙀.
He's offside, he's offside,
Well, the
he's
flag's
offside,
up.
he's offside. It's a good finish, but he's
flag
offside.
is up.
Ah!
And the on-field call is no goal, offside.
Nice.
𝙬𝙬𝘾𝙄𝘼𝙎 just coming back. You see in the middle of the screen by the penalty spot.
Yeah, it's clearly
Well
offside.
It's a clear decision. It's an inadvertent deflection, really, but an easy one for the assistant referee.
It's a good finish by 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝑆, but
PSG
it's
will
offside.
change another one. And coming on here is Lee Kang-in, who scored a penalty.
So Kang's coming on for 𝙬𝙖.
Atletico, his first goal in 31 club matches. 𝙬𝙖 makes way for the South Korean.
One player who's a predominantly left-footed player who's a wonderful left foot. Just think he's going to get that space to come back onto it to deliver the ball in. The problem is now 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝘼𝑖𝑎 is centre forward, and ball is wonderful attributes. Heading is not one.
Vitinha. We're near the game's last 10 minutes of normal time.
Come on, guys, still
in
play.
Pasadena. Fabian Ruiz. 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝑝𝑆. 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝑼𝑒. 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝑖𝑎. Again they go wide to Bradley 𝙀𝙀𝘼. 𝙀𝙀𝘼 against Vitinha, goes back now to Vitinha. Away by Grigori. Pacha.
Just ping pong ball now.
Who's still being a nuisance, wants a handball here. 10 to play.
Come on, allez-y, les gars. Has to be just a bit more dynamic, a bit quicker. Come on.
𝙀𝙀𝘋𝑖𝑎. It's Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝘼𝑖𝑎.
Oh, just not on the same page. Les gars, chez vous là.
Wide to 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝑼. They come again, PSG. Lee Kang-in. It's Cuiabano's challenge, away by Barbosa. Igor Jesus here. It's covered by William Pacho for PSG. Will still chase with numbers and determination, but lack of chance creation has been a real factor tonight. Here goes Vitinha. In towards 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝑖𝑒.
Foul. Wow. Yeah.
They're going central. They just can't get anything from it. It's reaching the point now where you're thinking someone like Beraldo at the back to go as centre forward. Not as so much as a physical presence to throw the ball at, but just to free up someone like 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝑖𝑎 that he's playing as centre forward, and almost it's too tight and too congested in there. He's a wasted player of such creative talent. It frees up 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝑖𝑎.
Barbosa's giveaway to 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝑖𝑎.
Oh, even though.
This is Cuiabano now for Botafogo. Barbosa under pressure, which he responds to magnificently. 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝑖𝑒.
Vas-y, avancez.
To Vitinha. That clock is racing against PSG. Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz for Bradley 𝙭, met there by Vitinha's header.
Ay, ay, ay.
Rodriguez.
Foul.
PSG
Well done.
win the ball well. Through 𝙊𝙾𝙼𝘆𝘾𝑗𝑖 comes to Hakimi. Again, Lee, the Korean.
Allez, dépêchez-vous. Hurry it up. Hurry it up.
Botafogo. They're going to bring on midfielder Newton to shore things up. 𝙭𝙗𝘼. Vitinha. The goal now would break Botafogo hearts. Wide to Nuno Mendes. And still, Nuno Mendes here wins a corner.
Well done, Nuno.
And now they can commit every last man into the box here, Paris Saint-Germain.
Such a turnaround from the first few minutes of how they've defended the wide areas. When they've committed, they committed with conviction. They've gone at the right times. It's been a fantastic performance by Botafogo.
PSG's corner. It's scooped away here. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝙖𝘞𝑗𝑖. All rather tight. And he's
Thank
been
you, Raf.
fouled.
Thank you, Raf.
A free kick. 5 to play. And Botafogo are not there yet by any stretch.
I'm going to be seeing some like 8 minutes of added time here.
They were wondering how long he was going to last in the game. Well, it's been a miracle that he's got us this far, but it's got the wrong side of 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝑗𝑖 there.
Well, for 𝙭𝙖𝙖, a famous win is now only 5 minutes away. Plus, I imagine, a fairly large chunk of added time. Vitinha on the free kick to stand and deliver for Paris Saint-Germain. Is this the moment? Didn't beat the first man, but wins a corner. It'll be Lee who will take this one. In goes the corner and helped on.
Come on, the ball needs to be better in.
They're going to have to do something different with PSG because
Yeah,
they've
the
not been good enough in these deliveries. And
not yeah.
you know, Ronaldo has one, maybe Pacho has the other, but that's it.
In goes the corner again.
Again, at least be your first man. Nice.
Botafogo a problem.
Really, really poor.
Holy smokes, y'all can't cross the ball. See, don't at least be the first man.
At 34. And he comes off with Newton coming on into midfield. Here comes Newton. 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝙖𝙞𝑗𝑖. What a shift.
An incredible performance. It's been one of studied, measured, defensive nous, and across the board, it's been all of them that have managed to put a shift in and just execute the game plan perfectly, whether it's been holding your shape or going to commit, covering round. They've all done their job so succinctly.
Hakimi for PSG. That's Lucas Beraldo. Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz for Nuno Mendes.
Ay, Nuno. No.
𝙬𝙬𝘼𝘾𝙼𝘆𝘾 way here. Bradley 𝙭𝙗𝘼, Nuno Mendes. Here's 𝙬𝙬𝘼𝘾𝙼𝘆𝑗𝑖. blocks, bodies, legs. Botafogo defending with their lives. 𝙀𝙀𝘼𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏. Vitinha. Now 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏 for PSG.
It's not on.
Up towards Igor Jesus here. Vitinha. The clock says 88 minutes.
Oh my God, Kang! Oh my gosh, Kang!
Up to Igor Jesus, still working so hard for the cause.
Foul.
𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏
Thank you.
jumps in there, yellow card for 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏 on 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏.
Well, it's a good decision there because it was a double-footed tackle, and it's that one there, that first initial movement that was the problem, not so much the winning of the ball. You feel like you've won the ball, but you've also taken a fair chunk of your opponent as well.
Vitinha. Now Fabian Ruiz. 𝙬𝙬𝘋𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏. Now the switch for Hakimi.
Come on.
Vitinha's cross.
Ah, beat the first man. Switch to Kvara. See Kvara.
Vitinha for 𝙀𝙬𝘋𝙬𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏 in the game's last minutes. Pulls it back. By 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏.
Foul. Thank you, ref. Come on, this is a dangerous. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. S'il te plaît, les gars. S'il te plaît.
With the referee, and this just gives PSG a chance in a very dangerous area.
Well, he's won the ball. He's won the ball, and it's a debate as to whether it's from behind or not. It's a controversial call. Botafogo.
Let's see.
There's enough of a foul in there. Not enough. You can't go through the back of a player.
Yeah.
It's Montoro, the guilty man for the Brazilians. We are into 6 minutes to bolt on in Pasadena. Botafogo are close, but not there yet.
Only 6. Oh my gosh, les gars. Oh purée. Please, Kvara, s'il te plaît. S'il te plaît.
If anyone's
I'll stand up.
most likely.
So first time I'm standing up today.
Times, but he's the one who was ticking early in the game. He's on in the goal, lining it up. He's now facing it, saying, draft excluder behind the wall.
S'il te plaît, s'il te plaît.
The opportunity just to stand on his side, stand on weight.
Added time. Massive moment.
Oh, ref.
And there's a delay.
Là, laisse-le tirer là.
With the line.
Punaise.
You can't really miss it, guys.
Do not cross. It's 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝘎𝑎𝑙𝑖a's free kick onto the roof of the netting.
Jean was beaten. Went over the wall. With going over the wall, you've got to get it down, and it just wasn't enough.
Igor Jesus named as player of the match, for now the match winner, the centre forward. His flick on here towards Rodriguez. It's 𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝑎𝑙𝑖a̱ now.
Barco.
Barcola.
Aye.
It's going to be a throw-in to play still at least 4 minutes.
Are you give him support? I mean, regardless of what happens, this match, post-match, is gonna be rough.
𝙀𝙀𝘾𝘼𝑎𝑙𝑖a̱.
Gosh, man, stop this U-shape.
Botafogo dug in. Can they find a way through here, PSG? Nuno Mendes.
Y'a personne. Ouais.
Every last second he has 8 to release. And he does on time. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝙎𝙏, that work rate, that leading of the line has been textbook tonight.
It doesn't do much, but it just buys your team a few seconds to get up the pitch a little bit further. He may have lost the ball, he may have gotten straight out for a goal kick, but ever since the first minute, he's been a nuisance.
Vitinha. Hakimi. Hakimi's cross, met by the outstanding Barbosa. They've all been outstanding. Every last one in Botafogo black and white. Well, 𝙋𝙪𝘾𝘼𝘎𝘏 there, it's as a tackle, he celebrates like a goal. 𝙂𝙀𝙀𝘍𝑖𝑛𝑔𝑖𝑛.
They've been brilliant. They've been absolutely brilliant.
Get in the box. Get in the box.
Mendes.
Just.
It's 𝙊𝙪𝘾𝘼𝑎. Vitinha.
Put a ball in.
Vitinha shot. And again, onto the roof of Jean's net.
The lack of cutting edge, the lack of incisiveness from PSG has been remarkable in this game. And in the end, I think you have to hand it to Botafogo to say it's been a wonderfully executed tactical performance from them.
Montoro, now for Newton. Vitinho.
Oh my god.
Montoro.
Alright, les gars, attention, faut pas.
Vitinho's pullback and
Voilà, go quickly, counter.
to play 90 more seconds only. Does Vitinha hold the key? Can Hakimi find a way through?
Get people up, get the ball to Barcola, let him take his man one-on-one, get in the box.
Oh, Barcola's in.
Barco.
Barcola for PSG.
That's gonna be it. C'est tout.
Well, they've done it all night. They've done that throughout the game, from the first minute to the last. The two centre-halves have been impeccable.
Bradley Barcola. And still off balance. Nothing wrong in that. 45 seconds left for play. Botafogo know they are close. Fabian Ruiz. Nuno Mendes.
Come on, Nuno, one last.
Or never time. And Lee at the near post. He's won a corner. And this will be it, surely.
Wait, man.
Block from Barbosa again.
Please, for the love of what is good and holy, please get this above the first defender. Please get this above the first defender.
Piece of PSG. In it goes. Here's Barcola. The game running on vapors. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝑼𝑎.
Ball in. Get the ball in.
To Fabian Ruiz.
Newton. Shoot.
Nevis. Wide they go again. 𝙀𝙀𝘋𝑼𝑎 with a cross. Bradley Barcola.
Oh, fudge, man.
𝙊𝙀𝘾𝑼𝑎.
That's game. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Pure. Oh, j'y crois pas. C'est un désastre.
In Pasadena, it is the first major shock of this FIFA Club World Cup, and the European champions have been floored by the Libertadores holders Botafogo. 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝘼𝑎 decisive, the winning goal, and Group B, goodness me, it is
Stay up to 4 a.m. for this.
into the last match day.
Stay up to 4 a.m. for this. Au moins qu'il te faire enculer là, bordel. C'est ce bazar là.
Amazing result, a great team performance, and they get the job done. They've won both matches, and their fans record a momentous moment. PSG beaten, Botafogo winners. Goodness me, for
4 a.m.
Botafogo, what a night
4 a.m.
and what a scoreline.
4 a.m. 4:03.
Rob won last
Game started at 2.
For Botafogo, great performance.
Did all that for what?
Celebrated like they've won the
Ridiculous, man.
tournament. They deserve their win. They've
Oh
been
my gosh.
fantastic side
It's-
tonight.
You smack
Botafogo's
Atletico
next.
Madrid, and then in this game you come. This is the PSG of the beginning half of the season. U-shape, going pass, sideways, U-shape, circling around, no intensity, no speed, same pace the entire time. All for what? Tout pourquoi? Tout pourquoi en fait? Tout pourquoi? Well, first and foremost, congratulations to Botafogo. I mean, people are going to say, oh, it was disgusting U-shape. Oh, this, bro. They executed their plan to perfection. And this time around, it's not even like, oh, I can say PSG, you know, the keeper had the game of his life. PSG, and we're like, you know, PSG were undeserving of winning this game. Voilà, il faut dire les termes, faut parler français. PSG did not deserve to win this game. And honestly, you could go when you say they had another opportunity in that half, the header, a clear-cut chance. All right, if we look at the stats here, hold on. Look at the stats here. Over the course of the game, again, as typical, PSG had 75% of the possession, 0.8 XG, 0.282 Botafogo. You had 16 shots, but look, they had more shots on target than you. 4 shots on target, 1 big chance. You have none. Not a single big chance was created on your end. Not a single. For PSG, a team that has basically been scoring goals for fun, most especially in the second half of the season. Not a single big chance created. Only 2 shots on target. Boom. Whatever. You didn't deserve to win this game. You're going to the lineups. Boom. I mean, people have CR7, so on and so forth. I thought 𝙀𝙬 was good. I thought 𝙀𝙬 did his thing. Sometimes at the time was doing a bit too much, but Ramos, oh my gosh. Like, I was sort of on the fence saying, do we keep Ramos? Do we let him go? But with on this performance, he's not doing anything. He's in there. You're putting balls in. He's not making the runs. He's not making runs in behind. The hold-up play wasn't there either. So all this is just the job of a number 9, of your traditional number 9, he's not doing. So what's the point of having him here? What's the point of having him there? At this point, this really goes in point. If there's a good offer for Ramos, he can go. I mean, I'll be obviously thankful. You know, he's done the bits, scored the goals, but I'm sorry for PSG. He just doesn't fit into the Lucha system. Beyond that, it was just like, even people like Hernandez as well. Again, I'm not sure. I haven't even seen back the goal again, but he's culpable for that as well. Beraldo, I'm sorry, just there's a good defender in there. He's still young, and you need to obviously let him, you know, develop and so on and so forth. But today, not good enough. Pacho didn't have his best game today. I thought 𝙀𝙬 was a lot quieter today. There's loose passes. Warren and 𝙀𝙬, not their best games today, by any means. It's just a poor performance all the way around. And you lost to Botafogo, and rightfully so. You lost to Botafogo. Boom. PSG, well, I mean, I was hearing from all these Barca fans going and saying that, well, you see PSG beat one without PSG one without Dembele. PSG don't need him. Well, and here we go. I think if you have Dembele in this game, well, it's not a guarantee that you go and win it and whatnot, but he just offers you something different. He can come back, come low, get the ball, drive at defenders. It shows, if anything, well, as the Barca fans like to go and say, this is why we need Dembele. This is why Dembele is the best player in the world, right? That has nothing to do with it. That's not an argument, so on and so forth. It's just today PSG were bad. PSG should be, if PSG can beat Atletico Madrid without Ousmane Dembele, they should be able to beat Botafogo without Ousmane Dembele. No disrespect to Botafogo, but once again, congratulations to Botafogo. They executed their game plan to perfection. Honestly, they probably could have even scored a second goal. I'll go and say, yes, but the 𝙬𝙬, the parking the bus, the 𝙬𝙬𝘾𝙼𝘆, at the end of the day, they did what they need to do. They executed their plan. They had a plan. They executed it to perfection, and they got the win. So, as things stand, I think they're basically qualified through. Unless they go and they get absolutely pounded by Atletico Madrid, they're through. And now PSG basically have a must-win game against Seattle in Seattle. Boom. So you go to Seattle, you do your thing, and then you hope Atletico Madrid don't win. Otherwise, you finish second in your group. Everything was in your hands. Now you're going to be asking for favors. So it's gonna be hard to go and find positives from this, and I'll go and address it more in the post game pod. But yeah, no, simply not a good result. Not good enough from PSG. Too slow, too lethargic. U-shaped stuff. There's no intensity in the play. No speed of execution. It was just slow. It was beginning of the stuff. It was that like October, November PSG that you were going and seeing. The PSG, look, that's just circulating the ball. Passes were going astray. Listen, I'm assuming it was still hot. The thing is, though, you can't use that excuse because we saw what you guys could do against Atletico Madrid. So I don't know what the cause was, why they played so bad, so on and so forth. But y'all need to lock in. Y'all need to lock in. But anyways, guys, it's really late here, or I guess early in the morning for me here in London. So I need to go end this live, record the post game pod. Post game reaction, and and I'll get that uploaded, and then I'll potentially sleep, or maybe if PSG is gonna have his post game pod, I might hop on there for a few minutes before I go to sleep. But anyways, guys, it's been a pleasure having you guys on stream. And remember, stay safe, stay kind, stay blessed. Godspeed.